online.
Okay. That is for Kogi State, right?
Yeah, I just added him to the stream.
Okay. Who else do we have from Kogi State?
Okay, I think I'm trying to add Megida, but since she's having issues with her network just now, but she's been on since, but I think she's having issues. So
Okay. Let's
yeah.
go with Sani Theophilos. Mr. Sani, can you hear us clearly?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Good afternoon, sirs.
Good afternoon and welcome to your state finals for Kogi State. Please, you have 10 minutes to present your manifesto, and we will take questions after that. Your time starts now, sir. Go on.
So, good afternoon, judges. My name is Sani Theophilus Obaje. I'm a 600 level student of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Emmanuel Bello University, Zaria, and I'm a contestant for the office of the Youth Governor of Kogi State in the SRTV competition 2023. In the spirited pursuit of progress, I stand before you as a beacon of hope, driven by unwavering commitment to the vibrant youth of Kogi State. And as we embark on this landscape of governance, I am propelled by the belief that Kogi State can be much better than what it is today. It is on this note that I present to you my manifesto, which is not a mere collection of promises, but a testament to the vision that transcends barriers, embraces diversity, and amplifies the voices of the unheard. Our vision is this: empowering dreams and transforming realities. Our first manifesto will be on security. There can't be meaningful development in any state without the security of life and properties. And it is on this note that on my tenure as the youth governor of Kogi State, I will lead a movement towards a Kogi State where every citizen will feel secured, where every home will be a sanctuary, and where the dreams of our people can flourish without fear. I will make sure I strengthen the law enforcement agency, bringing in community policing, technological integration, CCTV surveillance, and all of that, youth empowerment against crimes, and collaboration with stakeholders. Our next agenda will be on education. In the heart of Kogi State is a vision, a landscape with vision of cornerstone, not a privilege. We want a Kogi State where education will be a right and not a privilege, where the son of a nobody can go to school anywhere and be the best they can be. Go to schools within Nigeria, go to ABU Zaria, go to Kogi State University, go to University of Ibadan, go to University of Jos. You see Kogites doing so well. They topic their classes, they graduate as the best in those classes. But at the end of the day, they don't get commitment, they don't get motivation from the state government. Kogi State currently is not giving any bursary to students. Kogi State is not giving any scholarship to students. I have friends from state like Yobe State, from Borno State, who are being bonded. Every month, their state government pays these students. So when I become the governor of Kogi State, I'll make education topmost priority, encourage students to go to school and to give in their best by bringing in scholarship schemes and incentive back to the students. That I will do for education. I will bring infrastructure as the topmost priority for the students of Kogi State, accessible higher education, community engagement, and technology integration through the process I call STEM. The STEM is a strategy that stands for, the STEM is STEM. The S is standing for science, the T for technology, the E for engineering, and the M for mathematics. Next thing I will do is economic empowerment. Statistics being released today have shown that Kogi State is multidimensionally poor. According to the 2022 National Bureau of Statistics release, Kogi State ranks among the poorest states in Nigeria with an index of 61%. 61% of Kogites are living in abject poverty. What does it mean? It means we have more people going to crime, we have more people going to social vices that will affect the growth of the state. So we want to empower students, we want to empower Kogites to see that we reduce the level of poverty in the state. For us to be multidimensionally poor, it means every sector is being affected. If you check through our budget for the current year, Kogi State has a budget of 172 billion. From this 172 billion, 58% is going back to recurrent expenditure, 48% is going to capital projects. Out of this estimated budget, we have 7.5 going back to the federal government as value-added tax. So what now do you have left for the state? We want to bring investment back to the state, but we don't rely just on the federal government's allocation monthly. We want to increase our internal generated revenue base so Kogi State can be relying on themselves for most of these things. And how can we do this? we have limestones, we have mineral resources in Kogi State. We want to see how we can harness all of these things, bring in private investors to see how we can make all of these things come to reality. Agriculture is one of the key factors we also go into in Kogi State when we become governor. Kogi State is blessed with 2 million cultivatable lands, but out of these 2 million hectares of land, out of these 2 million, only 0.5 million, only 0.5 million hectares is being used. That's about quarter of the total cultivable land in Kogi State. When we become the governor of Kogi State, we'll make sure that we bring in policies that will help harness this project so that agriculture will be the social base for growth for Kogi State. Bringing in different policies, more like a value chain, value processing, where we don't just have products, we have byproducts being used for other things too, and increasing job employment and solving issues that has to do with social injustice in the state. We'll bring mechanization and commercialization back to agriculture to increase our outputs. We also promote small and medium scale enterprises, giving them incentives, giving them access to loans, grants, and all of that to boost productivity. We'll provide agricultural extension services, providing agricultural value chain, just like I said. Employment opportunities will now be provided based on all of these things. Health. It may interest you to know that Kogi State is the ninth state with the highest under 5 mortality rate in the country. We record 65 deaths per 1,000 every year, and deaths per 1,000. We want to bring issues like this to bear by bringing access to quality and affordable healthcare for the citizens of Kogi State, health insurance scheme, partnership with donor agencies to make sure that all of these things are solved. Now, there are 4 things I want to capitalize on. I call this the STEM. START. SAAT. The S standing for solid minerals, the T standing for tourism, the A standing for agriculture, and the T standing for trade and investment. It may interest you to know that out of the 7 mineral resources earmarked by the federal government for diversification of Nigeria's economy, 3 of these solid minerals are found in high deposits in Kogi State. Now, we have iron ore in large deposits in Kogi State, we have limestone in high deposits in Kogi State, and we also have coal in large deposits in Kogi State. We want to see how we can bring in investors to invest into these things. The federal government might not have what it takes now, but these are natural resources. These are for the federal government. So we want to see how we can help our state citizens now get license from the federal government, get C of C to start all of these things and make sure we have a prosperous state going forward. The next is the issue of tourism. Kogi State is an historic state. We have tourist sites in Kogi State. Imagine the Mount Party, where was the residence of Lord Lugard when he was in Nigeria. We have the cenotaph, the cemetery. We have things, Mount Party alone can generate revenue for Kogi State. Imagine we have about 20 million persons come to Kogi State every year to pay a visit to Mount Party. When they just come, they're not just going to be alone. And okay, imagine we make 100,000 naira from each of these persons just from visiting Mount Party, having them to pass through some processes and generating income for the state. This will generate access to more income in the system. There'll be cash flow into the system. People will come and they'll sleep in hotels. Hotels will get money. These persons will come as tourists. They want to go to the market to buy things. Generating revenue for the state and increasing the revenue base for the state. We'll go into the issue of trade, trying to see how we can, bring in trade back to the state. We have people who are poor guys who are doing well outside, but no one to invest in the state because they do not have the enabling environment. We want to make sure that investment in Kogi State comes to stay with our own agenda so that everyone has equal rights. We have the issue of cultural diversity where people feel they are not being carried along. This we'll try to address to make sure that no one feels not entitled to the state. The state is for everybody, not minding your ethnic group, not minding your religion, not minding wherever you come from. The state is for everyone who is an individual of Kogi State. Social justice, equity, transparency will be our benchmark for the next administration of Kogi State. So on this note, I solicit for the support of my supporters, every divide for the growth of Kogi State with these manifestos I've presented here. Thank you so much.
Mr. Theophilus, I must commend you for a very robust manifesto you have presented. I think you tried as much as possible to amplify on your laid down agendas as a governor if elected. But however, I did not in any way hear you talk about people with disabilities. Uh, it is of importance that such people are captured in any government that wants to, be people centered. So, can I hear from you in a minute your plan for people with disabilities? Thank you.
Thank you so much for the question. So, for people with disability, they did not bring this on themselves, and that's why I talked about social justice, right? If you remember from my manifesto, I talked about social justice, where everyone feels important, everyone have equal rights. For people with disabilities, we try to see where we can bring special schools for these persons, right? Schools for people with disabilities, where they feel important and they get carried along because of their disabilities. They don't get to lose on some opportunities for them at school, right? Schools should be provided for persons of those categories who are disabled. We create a ministry for the disabled, making them feel important and, bringing their own ideas to bear. For them to be disabled does not mean they are not critically thinkers. We can bring their ideas, we can bring their innovations to the table to make the state grow beyond leaves and boundaries. So they will be captured in every form of the administration, starting from education to governance to every sector of the state, agriculture, health, finance. They'll really, really be captured. This we have on ground to make if elected as the governor of Kogi State.
All right, thank you, Mr. Theophilus. Sani, uh, I know Kogi State has been trying so far in an aspect of security, but I want to ask you a question because you mentioned collaboration with stakeholders. What do you mean by that? When you say collaboration with stakeholders, what do you mean by that? And how do you intend collaborating with those people who you refer to as stakeholders?
Thank you. So for the stakeholders in this case, we are talking about the different stratas of the society, starting from the religious bodies. The religious leaders, as they are, have people who can listen to them. They have followers who will listen to them at that lowest authority. So bringing these collaborators now, say the religious leaders, into the picture, telling them about the importance of security and what effect it has on the society and against the state. They get to see from our own view and try to talk to their subject and people who can listen to them. The next we collaborate with is the religious, the traditional leaders now, starting from the kings, the elders of the community and all of those stuff. There are people that are loyal to them. There are people that are subject to them and will take their ideas or will take their advice with the highest form of sincerity and acceptance. So bring this kind of persons on board and how we can collaborate with them, tell them the effect of insecurity on the state and how we can make all of these things a thing of the past. Collaborating with, the villages to where we can have things like the vigilantes group being set up and all of that. So they are collaborating with the state governments, they are collaborating with security agencies, bringing people from the lowest authority now in terms of the village elders, religious leaders, and all of that to the picture so they can bring in their ideas, make their subject believe that security can be a thing of the past. We are actually trying in Kogi State with the issue of security, but we can actually make this better. We can make Kogi State insecurity free. So Kogi State can be a hub of reference when it comes to the issue of securing lives and profits. So this we plan to achieve with collaborating with these persons I just mentioned. Thank you.
All right, once more, I want to ask you one question, probably in two contexts. Number one is Kogi State happens to be, it is known and as a civil servant state. And you mentioned you don't want to depend alone on the federal account allocation, which will be coming to Kogi State. You said that. And at the same time, and we know that Kogi State civil servants have been suffering from paying on salary, because especially those who are retired. How do you intend improving that? And the other one is you spoke about agriculture. Agriculture has been one of the things I feel it should be. There are well-meaning farmers in Kogi State who are very, very, very hardworking. How do you intend assisting them to make sure that the product in Kogi State are not just seen in the road. Like we always travel to Lokoja Road, are not just seen along Lokoja Road. How do you intend collaborating with the governors who you have boundary with and probably extend it to maybe if you are thinking of partnership outside your state or maybe outside the country? How do you intend doing that, sir?
Okay, thank you so much for your question, sir. So, on the issue of the salary for the citizens of Kogi State, yes, Kogi State is actually a civil service state, and that we are trying to change. We want to change the status quo by trying to see how we can bring in investors to the state. Remember, I talked about the issue of we having so many solid minerals. We have 3 solid minerals. So, how can we make all of these things possible? By bringing investors, giving them an enabling environment, leveraging on these things we have, and sensitizing them on what we have and what we can do as a government to help them. Now, for Kogite, we can help them get license from the federal government. For private individuals who want to go to harness these private resources now, or sorry, these mineral resources we have in the states, we can bring them on board, help them, facilitate the process of getting the license, going to the federal government and getting the license for them to start harnessing these things. That will reduce the burden on just salary coming from the state government. That will increase social justice for the state, whereby we have people in the state who are not just workers for the state government, but are into other things. People now become employers of labor themselves. That will reduce the burden on the state government, and that will increase job opportunities for the citizens of Kogi State. In that way, increasing or boosting our economy. Remember, I said from the list of states released today, Kogi State has a very, very, very poor background when it comes to economy opportunity. Most investors run away from Kogi State because they do not have this enabling environment. What we'll do when we come on board is to create enabling environment for these persons, try to reduce taxes for them, at least for the first 2 to 3 years, reduce this tax burden on them, encourage them, motivate them to come into this state to invest. In that way, creating opportunities for the populace and reducing the workload on the government and diversifying our economy based on what we have on the ground. The next thing you talked about was the issue of agriculture. Yeah, it may interest you to know that Kogi State borders 10 states. With a population of 4.4 million in Kogi State today, we border 10 states. So add up the population of these 10 states together, that'll be somewhere about 50 million, above 50 million population. So imagine for our agricultural value chain, the rice production, the cassava, the rice, the maize, the coffee, and all of these crops we produce. If we have this ready market, from this 10 state burden us, that will reduce the burden on other states, and that will increase the economy of the states. Now, if you are coming from the north, you pass through Kogi State. If you are coming from the south, you pass. Kogi is like a hub. We want to make Kogi State an economic hub whereby we don't have to, allow people travel all the way from the north with their goods to the south, or goods coming from the south to the north. Kogi State will have all of these things in place, where you don't need to travel to the north or to the south. Whatever you need, we'll have those things in Kogi State. We have the capacity to do all of these things. Whatever is produced in the south, we can produce these things in Kogi State. Whatever you have in the north, we can actually do this in Kogi State. So, that will reduce the chances of having to say, okay, I'm traveling all the way to the south or to the north to get these things. We have the base, we have the economic base, or we have these boundaries to these states, and we can, utilize this opportunity we have and make sure everything works fine. If you ask me, I'll tell you that Kogi State should be the capital of Nigeria because we border this 10 states and we are more at the center, even more than the FCC. So we can capitalize on whatever opportunity we have with the boundaries we have with this state and bring agriculture to the best it can be. People don't need to travel to the north, to the south. We have everything in Kogi State. Kogi State will now be the economic hub of Nigeria. Probably to now be the new food basket of Nigeria. Everything being in place.
Thank you, but I want to advise you, and since you are not the federal capital of Nigeria, I will suggest that you should please support the federal capital of Nigeria if given the mandate. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Sani. Any word for SRTV?
Okay, finally, before I leave, I want to commend SRTV for this initiative. I got to know about this last year through a friend, Sani. Yeah, he did so well, and I watched through the videos. I have taken my time to go through what SRTV is all about, and I can say that this is a welcome development, not just rewarding talents, not just trying to see where you can just take your resources and rewarding mediocrity. You're bringing the best on the team. God.
Yeah, I've done it. Okay. I think it was a mistake. I think a mistake. Please turn the camera.
Okay.
Okay, we have Megida
Yeah,
too.
let's move to the next person. Who do we have next?
Please let me just play jingle first. I'm coming.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The Next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513.
Hooray! The Next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The Next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Okay, we have Megida in the house. Okay, Zubeida, please can you help me put your phone on landscape? Yeah, just check your rotate mode, put it on landscape. And we have Stevie Ochima in the house. Good afternoon.
I think we'll go with
Good
yeah.
Yeah,
afternoon.
Zubeida. Yeah,
She
good
has been on the
afternoon.
link for some
Please,
time.
okay, I'll bring you in later. Please let me put your phone on landscape. Check your rotate mode on your phone. Put it on landscape. Same with Megida. Let me do that. So you actually understand. Yeah. Okay, you pick her. You go with Megida.
Okay, Megida, you can hear us, right?
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I hope I'm getting the pronunciation very correct. Sorry if I did not.
There's no problem, sir.
Hello, can you hear us?
Hello? Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you hear us clearly?
Yes, I can. I can hear you clearly now.
Thank you. Please, you have 10 minutes. Introduce yourself and
Nice meeting
go
you,
ahead
sir.
with your manifesto presentation in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe that woman is there. Sir? Hello, sir. Are you with me?
I think you're having a
We can hear you properly. Just go on, introduce yourself, and go straight to presenting your manifesto. You have 10
All right.
minutes.
My name is Megida Omezubuda. Okay.
Okay, please unmute your mic. Unmute it. Okay, let's just add Stephen Ojima. I think she's out of the screen
Okay,
now.
let's go on with Stephen Ojima. Stephen Ojima, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then John. Good afternoon, Mr. Stephen. Can you hear us properly?
Yes, I can. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. You are welcome to your state final. Uh,
Uh,
please introduce yourself and go ahead with your manifesto presentation in 10 minutes. Thank you.
oh, my name is Stephen Ojima Meloko. I'm a student of Federal University of Technology, Mina, and also I'm the founder of Conciliation and Transformation Network, where we train and transform people, most especially the youths. We bring them out of the streets to form them. I'm in the race for Kogi State Youth Governor to also transform Kogi State and to redefine the face of my state. I'm here with 7 point agenda: one, education; two, healthcare; three, infrastructure; four, human capacity development; five, transportation; six, tourism; seven, agriculture. So I'll start with the number one, education. We are in 21st century, and most of the things that are happening now, they are all in a digital form. When you hear about coding, you hear about software engineering, you hear about website development. These are the phase that the youths are supposed to be into. If I become the governor of Kogi State today, from grade 3, from primary 3, each pupils will have coding as part of what they are into. There will be raw practical like agriculture and others that they will learn, so that by the time they grow, they understand that okay, they are these people, they are not coming up to come and search for white collar job. They are coming to go back to, they are coming to practice the skills they have. Like if you go to developed countries, places like Germany, you don't see people graduating to come and practice what they learn from school. These people, they practice mechanics, the likes of mechanics to fix cars. They practice agriculture, they practice other. But in my state, in let me use Nigeria entirely, you see youths coming up after school, there is no job. For example, now you study political science. I'm sorry, if you don't have any skill, do you have the money to go and buy job? A lot are happening. There are transformation now. The world is transforming. So I will teach them through education that okay, as you are graduating, you have to learn skill right from your primary school, so that as you are coming out, you have something in you already that you can use to survive. Same thing, I will revive our technical school, where people will learn how to fix cars, people will learn building, people will learn other people will learn welding. These are practical aspects of life that people see on daily basis. We invest in that, so that by the time they finish, we can still follow them up to still empower them. Two, healthcare. 2017, I experienced something as in my teen. My dad was sick, and we took him to one hospital. When they admitted him, they said, okay, it was appendix. After the surgery, everything changed. Why? Because the doctor in question is a product of Emmanuel Bello University. He's a medical doctor, but what he saw was more than him. But instead of him to call people that are good in that aspect, he chose to try his luck. And at the end, they could not even complete the surgery. They had to refer my dad to one hospital in Makurdi Air Force Hospital. Unfortunately, we lost my dad. It is because of the kind of doctors that are in Nigeria that are not taking things serious. What you don't know, you don't know. I will follow up that all these medical doctors, nurses having a private hospitals in Kogi State. We will follow it up to make sure you cannot be working for private hospital in Kogi State and at the same time you own your own hospital. No, it's either you face your private practice or you face the government practice. If you go to so many government owned hospital in my state presently, they are dead. My mom works with one of the general hospital in Kogi State. I've seen things myself. Now, going back to primary health care, I've traveled wide. I've traveled to other states. Go to rivers, you see private primary health care. Come to Kogi State, there is no good primary health care. A lot of people cannot afford quality health care. My village in Imane in Kogi State is in Olamaboro local government. Before they can access quality health care, they have to travel about 20 kilometers to another local government entirely to access the general hospital. So I will follow it up that each local government and each local government, I mean the rural areas in the local government headquarters, the rural areas, sorry, I will make sure we build primary health care for pregnant women so that they can easily have access to a quality health care. Because most of them now, what they are doing is, if they want to give birth, they'll have to move to a clinic close to the house. And these people, some of them are quack. So I'll follow that up. For human capacity development, if I become the governor today, I'm not coming there to come and give out money that, okay, take, do this. No, no, no. I'm coming there with the mindset of empowerment. Both the old, both the young. What can you do? If you have a skill, we will empower you. We are not coming there for you to come to the office to get money. If you go to so many offices today, people go there to ask politicians for money. No, I won't do that. I won't give you money. What can you do? Can you design a house? Can you build? Can you run a welding shop? I will empower people so that they can be self-reliant. 5, transportation. If you have been to Kogi State before or you have heard about Kogi State share boundary with 10 states: Benue, Ekiti, Kwara, Niger, Ondo, Anambra, Enugu, Delta, Nasarawa, Edo. I will invest in railway system. I will travel out of the country to places like Japan, China, to enter into agreement with them so that we can have railway from my state to the states that we share boundary with. From there, we'll be able to generate money that we don't even need federal government. We don't even need money from federal government. My state is a very rich state that, with the kind of things we have in Kogi State, mineral resources we have, we'll be able to generate money through transportation. A lot of people are traveling every day. Just imagine people traveling with railway to Ondo. That alone will boost our internal IGR. We have tourism. Number 6, tourism. If my hometown, there is a waterfall called Ajoliba. During the time of Alhaji Ibrahim Idris, the former governor of Kogi State, he gave a contract for the construction of the road leading to my hometown to a company called Bulletin. So they were going to get water from the waterfall. They decided to grade the road to the waterfall, and they were able to do one to walk on that place just in a very little way. But if I can transform that place to a tourist attraction, I know people will travel from other countries to come and see what is happening there, because it's a very beautiful environment whereby I can even name the place as Ajoliba for Kogi State. I can name the place as Ajoliba, a tourist attraction whereby I can redefine the face of that place where people can travel all over the from all over the country to come and see things themselves. Now, from Imane to Benue State is not far. Imane shares boundary with Benue State. Is about 20 minutes drive from there to Benue State. So I have to open up the road so that people can have access to the place to see what is happening there. Same thing with Ajega in Ida. Ajega is another beautiful tourist attraction again. That people can still come there and see things themselves, relax. We will transform the place where people can relax. We can even build um, um, hotels there that people can come, can travel down for holidays. Now, Ega is in Ida share boundary with Edo through Agenebode. So people can still travel from Agenebode to come and see the place. People can travel from Anambra through Ibaji to Kogi State to come and see Ajega in Ida. Thank you. 7, agriculture.
Okay, Mr. Steven, in 1
Yes,
minute,
sir.
what do you intend doing for agriculture? In 1 minute, we are running
Okay.
out of time.
Okay. Agriculture, Kogi. In fact, we are so blessed. If you go to places like Ibaji in Kogi State, Ibaji share boundary with Anambra. That is where you see Ibaji people. Most of them, what they do is they are into agriculture, rice. They are into rice farming, then fishing. Now, Ibaji shares boundary with Anambra. That's where that's where we have the oil in Kogi State. Now, Ibaji shares boundary with Anambra. I will open the road because there's no road from Ibaji to Anambra. I will open the road and construct a bridge from Ida to link Ida with Ibaji. Then and construct a road from Ibaji to Anambra. People will not have to go and pass through Onitsha, Edo to come into Kogi State again. They can easily access Anambra to Ibaji. Then they will come and patronize our rice farm because the Kogi rice farm will be in Ibaji. Then I'll build a rice mill in Ida, whereby the rice can be milled in Ida, because Ida shares boundary with Agenebode, and Agenebode too, they farm rice too. So a lot of them, they can travel down to Ida to come and mill their rice. Also, we have about 10 mineral resources in Kogi State: coal, iron ore, dolomite, feldspar, tar, bauxite, limestone. These mineral resources, coal is used for power. Iron ore is used in many industries. Dolomites, they are used for bricks. Feldspar for glass making, tar, cosmetics, bauxite making hard material, and limestone is important for making cosmetics. So you see, Kogi State is a very rich state that even with what we have, we'll be able to transform the states as the number one state in Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Really lay down your plan so far, and I'm pleased with what I've heard. I'll reserve my questions for now.
Okay, Mr. Steven Ojima, if I listen to your
Yes, sir.
manifesto, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm
Can
with you,
you hear
sir.
me? Okay, good. I
Yes,
listened
sir.
very carefully to your manifesto, and I didn't see you mentioning security. I don't know why. Do you intend doing that if given the mandate?
Yes.
Okay,
Security.
okay, hold on. If you intend doing that, then how do you see the role of the traditional rulers and the council and the what do they call them? The traditional rulers and the religious leaders. What will be the role of the traditional rulers and the religious leaders? Because we know that if you are sharing a boundary with some state, Kogi State, and
Yeah.
some people are complaining that people are not feeling that safe again in Kogi, passing through Kogi State, because they are feeling that the high rate of maybe kidnapping or armed robbery is too much, which I know you are sharing a boundary with that. My second question regarding insecurity now is that how do you intend partnering with those neighboring governors who, if given the mandate, how do you intend partnering with Lagos, with your neighboring governors regarding to insecurity concerning those major roads?
Okay, thank you so much. One, I'll start with the roles of traditional rulers and religious leaders. You see, traditional rulers and religious leaders, they they will stand as mediator between the communities and I, the sitting governor, if I become the governor. One, you see, most of these traditional leaders, people living around them, there's so much respect to them, there's so much belief in them. I'm a Christian now. For example, if my priest, the Catholic I attend now, if the priest say, okay, tomorrow don't do this, I know so many people will listen to him. It is just few, and that's why I'm bringing human capacity development into this. Now, by the time you begin to develop humans, by the time you begin to transform people, I think the crime rate will be less. If I meet, there is no community or there is no place, there is no local government that they don't know criminals. Most of these criminals are known. There's a local government, the local government I grew up, since the past 3 years, they have been killing kidnappers. They know them. Some of them, they pick them out of from their houses before eliminating them. Although I won't do that, because I am coming with that mindset of transformation. Now, how do I do it? Every year, I will make sure traditional rulers, religious leaders, they bring out those they know that, okay, these people now, they don't have anything. They are terrorizing the community. So we'll be able to transform them. We'll be able to form them so that they will have something to do. We'll teach them skills. We'll teach them skills so that by the time they are no longer idle, they have something to do that will generate them money. They will not think of going to carry arms, guns, to go and be kidnapping people. Then number two, insecurity. We have boundaries with other states. I'll use Edo as example now. I will meet the state governors. We have to enter into agreement so that we'll create a security. We'll create our own personal security, just like the local vigilante, and we'll codename them Operation Dago Kegba. This Operation Dago Kegba now, what are they going to do? They'll make sure they patrol around the boundaries with the neighboring states. It's not just going to be my securities alone. It will be a joint task force whereby the state governors, them too, they will send their own security. We'll create a joint task force whereby they will patrol, always patrol, so that they'll make sure that there is peace. But I so much believe that if I become the governor of Kogi State, the crime rate will be so low, because there won't even be kidnappers, because I know what to do. I will make sure I empower the youths. I will send some out of the country to go and learn new skills, then bring them back. We have Ajakotarion and Steel. When you engage them there, they don't have time to go back. Is it not money they are looking for that took them to the street? But by the time you empower these people, they won't be able to think of all those petty robbery and go back to the street again. We'll make sure we rehabilitate them back so that they understand that, okay, this thing I'm doing, it will really help me than going to the street to steal or to rob. Thank you so much.
Any word for SRTV?
Okay. I want to really um thank the convener of this program and also the judges. I want to thank you for this work you all are doing. You don't just see this as this is not just a starting point. I believe time will come. People will watch this program all over the world. This is another means of transforming lives because even as I am like this, I am seeing this as this is uncommon privilege to me because I am learning from here and I will also put it in practice. So I want to tell SRTV and all the organizing committee member that keep it up, keep on doing your best, and I'll keep on praying for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we have. Let me add Megida to the stream. But before then, please let's play Jimbo. I'm coming back.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513 619. Powered by SRO TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513 619. Powered by SRO TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The Next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Okay, we have Megida. Please, can you unmute your mic? Okay, okay, okay.
All right. Good afternoon, sir.
Can you hear us?
Yes, but I'm sorry, my network is kind of bad here, and
Yeah,
I
please
have to be
start.
brief so I won't cut off again.
Yes, please quickly introduce yourself and go straight to your manifesto. Thank you.
All right. My name is Megida Ohione Zubeida, a graduate of statistics from Kogi State Polytechnic, and I am still searching for job, and
Yeah, I think Megida is having network issues. Okay.
Take us on the jingle to when she comes in.
Okay.
Hooray! The Next President show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The Next President reality.
Okay. Welcome back.
Please go on with your presentation. Thank you.
all right. This is my manifesto, and my key points are one, education. In Kogi State today, you believe with me that the doors to education it's somehow closed and down. And my main point is going to be certain to education, because I'll say a good key to education is a good key to every point we have to hold on to. And secondly is the agricultural sector. You will believe with if you are here in Kogi State, you will believe with me that agricultural processes are a little bit down because our government are not even looking forward to it. And the individuals, I would rather say, are somehow lazy to it because they believe the government are supposed to like come into it and help with some facilities. Apart from helping with some facilities, they believe the government are supposed to like raise funds to give a soft loan or to fund their programs. Then thirdly, I will go into insecurity. In Kogi State today, you believe with me that insecurity is something we are lacking far behind on. And if given this opportunity to this seat, I think the necessary buttons that need to be point pressed to get security tight in the states is what I will be looking into. Then then the last is today you'll notice in Kogi State we don't have centers that the guests can come in. We don't have any centers that our students can go into to learn one or two things. We don't have centers like amusement park, zoo, or whatsoever that can be a focus of entertainment. And if given this opportunity, I think I will have to work on that because one, while I should work on that is one, we just have to see our students. You cannot just be sending a student to school and there is nothing as a side hustle that will lift that person tomorrow. And to do that, I think it's better we engage them on one handwork or another. And this cannot be done by just their parents. If I am given this opportunity, I will see to what I can do. For instance, I'm a baker and I'm a decorator. I have apprentices with me. If given this opportunity, I think it's one of those things I can just, okay, let's make this an open program to the states. Let the state sponsor this, and we'll have bakers around, not just my handwork, combines with other handworks like the carpentry, the tailoring, and others. If you check within me today, it's so hard for you to see our tribes from Kogi State doing all of those handworks. You will notice it's coming from the outside, from the northerners and northerners and so. And I had one opportunity speaking with them, and they were like, in their state, the government are the one that helped in. So if given this opportunity, I think these are points I need to look into so that the government will know, yes, our youths, not just our youths, are lacking behind. Thank you. Hello.
Thank you. We can hear you. I said thank you for your wonderful presentation.
Oh,
But in all you highlighted, I did not see you talk about your fiscal policy. How do you expect to raise money to fund the projects you're talking about? You never said anything about your IGR, about taxes
all
and the
right,
rest.
sir.
Briefly, 2 minutes on that. Thank you.
Sir?
I said 2 minutes. Take us on in your financial policy as a government.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the question. When we talk about the financial policy, sorry to break out from that. Uh, we have several ways in Kogi State that we can generate money. You can't just wait on the government to provide for you. As an individual, we know we have mineral resources around that can help, and where we can get people to patronize us. No, but there are ways we can generate money apart from waiting for the government. I will use myself as a concrete example. I run business, and as an individual, we need to help ourselves in such aspects. And let's look into the government aspects where the government can help us to sustain such projects. One, if given the opportunity to be on these seats, the proper action is to write to the government, write to the traditional rulers, because if you want to execute any project, you need to go from the scratch and take it up to the steps, which is from the traditional rulers around us. You write to them, and you make them understand reasons why they should come into this. It's going to favor their family, it's going to favor their children, that is the youths. And make them understand that the youths are the leader of tomorrow, not just tomorrow. A well organized youth for today is the light for tomorrow. And these traditional rulers, I believe they have this concrete quarterly relationship with the government at the top. If given the opportunity, I know my ways to like put them in, and better things can come out. Thank you, sir.
Uh, my question is issue of insecurity in Kogi State. Now, you didn't really emphasize on that. I want to really know who are going to be your relevant stakeholders when it comes to insecurity in Kogi State, and how do you intend working with them?
Thank you very much, sir. When it comes to insecurity in Kogi State, within ourselves here in Kogi State, I believe we can't do it alone. To my own point of view, and what I have noticed so far, if given this opportunity, after writing to the necessary authorities, I would love to seek for help from the neighboring states. Because if given this, or if I should give this opportunity to the state, I believe we are not going anywhere. But if we include the neighboring states to help, yes, this person will feel like, okay, let me give you an example that would explain better what I want to say. The community where I stay, my husband is the ex-chairman here. And I notice each time there is insecurity or something happens, and you just need to involve the government. The next thing, oh, okay, the right channel is okay, taking the person to the station, taking the statement. The next thing you start saying is, chairman, please, let's forget about this. I know this guy, I know this, that. But if you are involving someone out of the state, there will not be such thing. Like, I know this, I know that. And the proper actions will be taken. That is one. And secondly, I've said before, there are some things we are lacking behind, which is, I talked about handworks. I talked in my manifesto in the write-up, you see where I talked about ITC centers, stuff like that. I believe if our youths are engaged on things like that, and if they are given the proper necessary educations, and those that are in schools, if the government are seeing to their affairs, all of this will not happen. So I am saying, if I'm giving this opportunity, we will need to engage a lot of youths out there in any aspect they feel like going into, so that such thing will not occur in the future. Everybody will be busy. If you are busy and there's a source of income coming in, you will not want to go and do something bad that will implicate you. So it's better we look into these factors so that it will also help in insecurity.
All right. Any message for SRTV?
Hello, sir. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right. Any message for SRTV?
I really, really want to appreciate SRTV. This opportunity, I think it's somehow unique, I would say, because to me, this is the first of its kind I'm witnessing, even online, anywhere. I am glad to be here, and I pray that SRTV will go further than what we are expecting. I really want to appreciate the coordinators. I know things are not really easy, but putting through for us to come together like this so far is great. And I pray that this effort will not be in vain. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sirs.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513 619. Forward by SRO TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
This is SRO TV Leadership Award. We recognize and honor consistent excellence. Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513 619. Forward by SRO TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
mentioned, it's
Have Adam Thomas in the house.
Mr. Adamu Thomas, can you hear us, sir?
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Adamu Thomas, can you hear us, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. We are now on Niger State. Please introduce yourself and go straight to your manifesto in 10 minutes. Thank you. Are you there with us, sir?
Can you unmute your mic? He's talking, but I think his mic is muted. And that is a challenge. And I cannot unmute from here. Okay, he's unmuted now.
All right. My name is Adam Thomas.
Yes, go on.
All right. I'm from Niger State, precisely Baku local government area of Niger State. I'm an entrepreneur by excellence. I'm also a politician. I'm a businessman. I'm into export. And okay, let me start with my manifestos. I have four cardinal issues that I want to address. One, as a candidate for the youth governor of Niger State, I have acknowledged some challenges faced by our great state, and I'm committed to addressing them with a proactive approach and strategic policy that will prioritize the well-being of our people. Firstly, right from time immemorial, Niger State has been a state of civil service dependency. That's what people call it. So the Niger State rely on livelihood. So this dependency has created lack of diversification in the economy and has limited a lot of opportunities for private investors to growth. So we, as in my administration, I will bring on economic diversification. I aim to promote the diversification of economy beyond civil service reliance by encouraging and supporting entrepreneurship. That's one. Attracting investors, private investors to the state, and also providing incentive for these industries for them to strive in the state. Initiative of this kind of nature will help us to promote the state and also improve our internally generated revenue. We also provide access to fund for startups and also create conducive environment for our people. Then I will also look into the infrastructural deficiency in the state. The state faces a lot of infrastructural deficit, including lack of inadequate access roads, limited access to healthcare facility, insufficient educational facility, and unreliable power supply. We are called the power state, but we are having these challenges of power supply. So all these are part of what my administration is going to address. Comprehensive infrastructural development, including improving road access network, expanding access to quality health, and upgrading our educational system. If you look at Niger State happens to be one of the major uh, state that connect the western region of Nigeria. So we have our roads are totally bad because of the travels of trucks and other these things. So it's one reason that we want to look and see how we can address this through partnership, PPP. With this, we will be able to curtail the challenges we are facing in the road network. If you can, I don't know if you are familiar with between the state capital to Zone A, which is Bida. In the early, let's say around 2000, 2008, you can apply Mina to Bida within 40 to 50 minutes. But today, it's nothing to write home about. If you want to go to Bida, you spend almost 3 hours or so. So these are some of the things that we want to see how we will address this need to create a good network road access for our people, so that even the farmers that are bringing their produce from the farm will have a direct, easy way of bringing these things. Then, if you also look at between Rafi local government, that's bringing Gwari to Kaduna, it is not accessible because of insecurity. All these things are what we want to address. Then, coming to agricultural potentials, we have a lot of agricultural potential that are untapped in Niger State. So my administration, I intend to initiate an agricultural revolution by implementing a modern farming techniques, providing farmers with access to technology, irrigation and market linkages. As when I was introducing myself, I told you that I'm into export. This is one of the advantage that we want to see how we can tap into the untapped potentials of agriculture in the state. We have arable lands that are yet to be cultivated. We want to take advantage of this to improve in our economy, because agriculture is the bedrock of every society. And as a nation or as a state, we must take advantage of these potentials that we have. And I will come up with an initiative of one product, one local government. We have 25 local government in Niger State. So I want to see how, with my team, how we can be able to inculcate this idea that each local government should have a particular crop that they are going to focus on, and the government is ready to support this initiative so that we'll be able to harness the agricultural potentials in our state. Then one major challenge that we are facing in the state is the insecurity. Insecurity is one major challenge that we are facing. The state grab with insecurity challenges ranging from banditry, kidnapping, and so forth. So as an administration, we want to see how we can curtail these challenges. We are going to put in place a holistic approach to security. We will also have we'll come up with this community policing is very key. I could remember uh, around, let's say, about 10 decades ago, a stranger will hardly come to your community and will not be identified. So we want to see how we can curtail this challenge so that before you know it, the people, they will definitely ask who is this person and what does this person want in our community. All these are lacking, and we want to see how we can bring the traditional institution back to life. The traditional institution have been left behind, and that is why the rate at which the insecurity is increasing day by day. So we want to empower the traditional institution so that they will also play a very vital role in curtailing these challenges that we are facing. Thank you very much.
Because you have, in fact, a very nice presentation, and I must commend you for that. You talked about being an exporter, right? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
You talked about being an exporter, on private practice. Can you relate to
Yes.
me what your administration will be expecting to export specifically from Niger State as a governor? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Niger State happen to be one of the largest producers of shea butter in Africa. So we want to take advantage and leverage on this God's-given resources that we have. Presently, Niger State is venturing into sesame uh, production and also soya beans. These are the three crops that we are looking into. That if Niger State can take advantage of this, we are going to earn foreign exchange inflow to back to the country, and this is going to boost our economy. It will create employment generation for our youth. It will increase the the revenue of the state, and it will boost our economy generally. So these are the three crops that we want to look into. And shea butter in Niger State is abundant. All we need to do is, as a state, we are going to equip these locations where these things are, these shea butter trees are found in abundance. We are going to install machines that can process this and package it well to international standard. These are one of the things that we are looking into to see how we can also help the farmers. We empower them, we will train them. Capacity building is very, very important, because I've toured around Boso local government, particularly Shata, Patalako. If you go to Edati local government in Zone A, if you go to Makwa in Zone A, if you go to Bako local government in Zone A, we have this shea butter in abundance. If you go to Zone C, we have them in Farinshinge, we have it in Rijau local government, we have it in Magama local government. All these areas we are going to make sure that these areas are well equipped. We will install machines that will process this and bring out this product to international standard. Then if you look at zone A around Lapai, Agaye, and Kacha, these lands are blessed. You can funds annually in that area. So we want to see how we harness this area also, to see how we can empower these people to get this. Then if you go to the zone B part of Niger State, place like Shiroro, Erna, Munya, Gwada, we have soya beans also there in abundance. All these things, that's why I said we are going to bring an initiative that each local government will have a particular crops that will be tagged to that this local government produces this. So one crop per local government. And from my discussion, we have already segmented these crops in zone A. This is what we can get. In zone B, this is what that's to tell you that every zone in the state have its own potentials, and we will make sure that this potential are tapped to the barest minimum. That we want to take advantage of all the natural resources and the blessing, everything that will bring development to our state. This is what we want to look into. We already have the machinery. We have people that are intellectual, people that have the idea, that have the knowledge. We have the agronomists. We have a lot of people that, like even the Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Investment. All these people, we have expertise. So we are going to make sure that this expertise do their work judiciously. It is not just going to the office and sat down without doing anything. We are going to partner with other private sectors to see how this thing will be achieved. Thank you.
Thomas Adamu, my concern as an Angelite, our youth are into, some of our youth are into Togri, some have engaged themselves into banditry, kidnapping, and I just pray that there won't be so much involvement into prostitution. What is your government going to do regarding to that, if given that mandate?
Can you please come again? I didn't get that.
Now, I said our youth, as a Nigerite, my concern is as our youth, some of them are into Togri, some are into banditry, kidnapping, some have turned themselves to tout for politicians and probably for their own personal interests. And I pray and I hope they will not go into prostitution. But what is your government going to do regarding to that?
Thank you very much, Ambassador Emmanuel, for that question. As a government of the people, we are going to run our government with an open door policy. That's one. Two, it is not business as usual. We cannot be in the state capital and control the state. We will go back to the grassroots. We will be having community sensitizations. We will have town hall meetings. We are going to find out what are the challenges bedeviling the society. We're going to be doing this town hall meeting on biannual. That's 6 months every year to know the challenges of the people. Because without you identifying these challenges, there is no way you can provide solution. So if we have youth that are the restiveness in the society, or youth that are into thuggery in the society, how do we curtail this? All this, we are going to put machineries in place to see how we can identify the challenges and provide proper solutions. We are going to create an empowerment institutions in each of these zones where these youths can be meaningfully engaged. We are going to empower them into agriculture, industry, and education. Under agriculture, we have skills that we are going to embed, like the poultry farming, sheep and goat, animal husbandry, irrigation farming, and so on and so forth. These are some of the things that we are going to bring on board. We'll ask them; they will be sensitized. These youths, we will mobilize them. After mobilization, we are going to do verification and sensitization. These youths are going to be verified. We'll ask them, what do you want to do for yourself? Because government can no longer provide job opportunity for the youths. So we're going to ask them, if a youth said, I want to learn vulcanizing, we'll provide that enabling environment for them. They will be trained and they will be empowered. We'll give them startup pack so that they will create for job so that they can be able to create job for themselves. They will be self-reliant. Then under industry, we have like tailoring, we have knitting, we have tiling and interlocking, we have satellite insulation, electrical software like that. So we'll itemize all these things and we'll segment, we'll call on them, they will select the preferred choice of skills that they want to do. Then under education, we have the ICT training, we have the we have other things under education that these people are going to be engaged. And by the time the government of the day engage these people, I think there won't be any room for insecurity. There won't be any room for thuggery. There won't be any room for prostitution. Because when you have something doing, that is when you will shun all these social biases. But if you don't have anything doing, that is when they said there is a saying that said an idle man is a devil workshop. So if somebody is not idle, there is no way it's going to be a workshop for the devil. So the government will going to provide an enabling environment for the youth and women. We're going to empower the women, and we're going to develop the youths. We'll also provide incentive for cooperative society in the state. Presently, we have registered about 17,000 cooperatives in the state. So we ensure that this cooperative work judiciously and they will be empowered. I will put all these things in place. Thank you very much. When I'm elected,
about having known that Niger
I
State.
think he's having network issues. He's out. But we have Ambassador Damaro now. I think he's out, but let me just play Jido and we'll bring him back.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The Next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Okay, we have Ambassador Haruna. Please, can you turn your camera? Can you turn it straight? It's not straight. Yeah, put it on landscape. Check your rotating mode on your phone. Put it on landscape so that it will be on a full screen because this is portrait. I think Adamu Thomas is back. So, okay, can you just try to put it on landscape? So we'll just round up with Adamu Thomas. Then we'll bring you in. So see how you can put it on landscape. I'll add you back later. Okay, welcome back, Mr. Adamu Thomas.
Okay, Mr.
Thank you
Thomas,
very
I think
much.
Ambassador has a last question for you. Please, so you can go.
Okay.
Okay, I welcome back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, sir.
Okay, our last question for you is I need your holistic approach regarding to the internal generating revenue you spoke about, having known that Niger State happens to be a civil servant state. And number two, I also need your holistic approach regarding to insecurity, using how do you intend working hand in hand with your traditional rulers and your religious leaders.
Thank you very much for that question. Let me take the question from bottom to top. In the aspect of the insecurity, my administration will rub minds together with the traditional rulers, and we happen to have the chairman of traditional rulers in Niger State. Niger State chairman, Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers, the Royal Highness Etunupe, and he has a open door policy. And I believe with the traditional rulers, they own the society. They are the custodian of our communities. Through these people, we will be able to curtail the challenges of insecurity. If the government of the day can work hand in hand and empower the traditional rulers, believe you me sincerely, the insecurity challenges will be doomed for now. There will not be any insecurity again. And without this partnership with the traditional rulers, honestly, the level at which the insecurity is going in the state is very alarming. And we just have to use all means to see how we can curtail these challenges. Then community policing initiative is one initiative that can also help in curtailing these challenges. We're going to work with even empower the local vigilantes to ensure the safety of lives and property of our people. Without this, there is no way. So we're going to empower them, and we're going to station these people in strategic places where the insecurity activities is taking place, and particularly in the zombie part of Niger State is one area that this insecurity is really affecting them. They're part of regional local government in Zone C. So all these approaches, because recently there is a local government that share boundary within the state capital. The people of the state are not safe any longer. So we're going to see how we'll bring the traditional rulers together, the pastors, the imams. We'll bring them together to see how we will be able to sensitize our people. Let our people be conscious of their community. Let them be conscious of the people who comes around the community. Take for instance, if I go to my village today, definitely I will look like a visitor to the children there. So they will start asking, "Where is this person?" So I think this habit of consciousness should be paramount within the communities. That coming to the internally generated revenue, I want to use Suleja local government as an example. Suleja is very close to Abuja. And we have, in fact, Suleja is an industrial, let me say, is an industrial area for Niger State to tap to tap, because if you take for instance, Ogun State and Lagos State, they share boundary. But most of the activities that are happening, industrial activities that are happening in Ogun State, you would think it's Lagos State. It is not. We can also take advantage of this. Suleja local government alone is able to feed the state with the kind of activities that is going on there. So these are some of the things that we want to look into and see how this can be bring together. We'll bring people that have consciousness. It is not people that will generate this money and put it in their pocket. No, it will never be a business as usual. We are going to put everything in place and ensure that this thing comes to limelight and bring a better future for our children, because we are growing. Tomorrow will not be there. Our children will be there. What will be the life of our children? So these are some of the things that we want to put in place. And I bet you, if I'm being elected, all these things will be put together and will be actualized with good team. Thank you very much.
SRTV. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, what's your message for SRTV?
All right, SRTV, I want to thank you for this wonderful opportunity. This initiative is a welcome development, and I want to encourage you that you should do more. And let women also let there be a certain percentage of women that will also participate in this forum, because we talked about gender sensitivity, and I've been following the program, and I noticed that just few women have been carried along, or let me say the participation of women is not really gender sensitive. So I will encourage the SRTV to be gender sensitive. Gender sensitivity is very key. Before they will not say the activities of SRT is just men. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you're welcome, Mr. Adam Haruna. We just hold on. Go on a quick break and bring you back.
Thank you.
Yeah, just hold on, please.
Thank you.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 45.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513 619. Powered by SRO TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459 513 619. Powered by SRO TV in partnership with the Federal.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.
Nomination is ongoing. Contact us at info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or via +234 814 358 2856 or +447 459.
Okay, welcome back, Adamu Haruna.
Good afternoon, Mr. Adamu Haruna. Can you hear us clearly, sir?
Good afternoon, my panel of judges.
Thank you very much. Please, you have 10 minutes. Introduce yourself and go straight to your manifesto. Let's hear you. Thank you.
My names are Ambassador Adamu Haruna from Gura local government area of Niger State. I'm the contestant of next governor of Niger State in the reality SRTV reality show. After my SICE, I got admission to study Common and Sharia law in the School of Legal and Administrative Study, Mina Niger State. That is 2009 to 2011. I still regained admission in the same school to study the same course and in the same institution to study Common and Islamic Law in Advanced Diploma Program. That is 2012 and 2013. I got admission in Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University to study History and International Relations. That is 2017. And presently, I'm the COP member serving in Kaduna State. During my school unionism, I held many positions, which include Departmental Secretary General, my Zombie Deputy Speaker in Zombie, representing Zombie student in Niger State. And also, I was the president of Suleja Emirate Student Association, representing the Suleja Emirate student. Coming back to my politics career, presently I'm the supervisor councillor on special duty of rural local government area of Niger State. I hold a position which include Niger State coordinator of Shetima and Tinubu campaign support organization in the previous presidential election. I also hold a state coordinator of Osobanjo Youth Initiative campaign support group Niger State, and presently I am the Director General on Special Duty Anchorman Niger State Anchorman Initiative worldwide, and also I am the Niger State Coordinator, Diplomatic Ambassador of Niger State Coordinator. Mention but few. I have agenda like 5. This agenda include economic development, insecurity, infrastructures, youth empowerment program, and youth inclusion in politics and decision-making process. One, which is economic development. If I become the next president, the next governor of Niger State, I will give more effort in economic development to ensure a rapid economic development in Niger State. As a leader, the following are the most essential things that be examined and to be put in consideration. Number 1, which is land. Number 2, the availability of natural and mineral resources in the land. Number 3, capital and investment. Then let's start with the land. Land being the most valuable asset for any nation to get prosper, because the land determines what to produce, where to produce, when to produce, and what to produce. Niger State is one of the most blessed states in terms of agricultural development. Niger State is blessed with a vast area of land that is good for agriculture production. Almost all the crop that we consume today, if you plant them in Niger State, you will harvest your crop. That means growing Niger State land, which is much, I will give much attention in this economic development, which I will give most effort in agriculture. Agriculture, it will help the state to achieve her economic development. This has been my most prime target that I will focus on. Then number 2 is the availability of natural and mineral resources in the land. As example, if a leader does not know the resources at he or she state, it means he or she already meets the way of development. However, as a leader, I understand that I understand the abundant natural and mineral resources that are available in Niger State. However, I will utilize them for the development in Niger State. These mineral resources include deposit of gold, salt, limestone, area, and the fertile land that we have for agricultural production. And all of those resources could generate large amount of capital for the state economy's development. Then let's go back to capital and investment. It is part of my target and my agenda to ensure that the state open up for external investors and encourage them setting of within the state, because Niger State have all what it takes to attract foreign investors for the development of the state. Then my agenda number 2 is insecurity. We all know how Niger State has been facing the challenges of insecurity. Nigeria has benefited several projects and programs, all aims at resolving the resources, the issue of insecurity, including addressing identified root causes and the factors, but all these efforts promising over time. I realize all this is just a temporal habit of Nigeria. However, resolving insecurity in Niger State or in Nigeria particularly, to me, it does not require any additional funds or aid to tackle insecurity. All that is needed is reformation of security system, ranging from the strategy that the security use, the tactics that they use, the structures that they use, and the values. But merely formulation policy without a system that allow and ensure effective implementation will yield no result. This remains the case with Niger State and Nigeria entirely. Therefore, if given the opportunity to be in this office, my administration will put more effort in security reformation and new tactics that will end terrorism, insurgency, and we will also collaborate with civil society organization, community engagement to identify the root causes and contingency plan to ensure life and property of my people are safe. If I say tactics and the systematic way of tackling insecurity, as an example, the issue of banditry and the Boko Haram in Nigeria, Nigeria, I mean, history has analyzed it that Nigeria, I mean, are very good in a desert war. And looking at insurgency, terrorism, and the Boko Haram issue in Nigeria, mostly these terrorists are using the system of guerrilla war. And guerrilla war, normally they only hide in a bush, and they have a particular time that they will come out to do whatever they want and still go back. And Nigeria army are not good in this guerrilla war. So if given the opportunity to be in this position, I will use my administration to employ more equipment. If we could remember, in the past administration, there was a project that the president bought a flight called Tucano. This Tucano may view an object from far and capture this object and bomb it. But today, where is this helicopter or aeroplane that was called Tucano? But these are the systems to be adopted if really we want to end the insecurity, banditry, and Boko Haram in our dear country and Niger State. So if given the opportunity, I will put more effort for the reformation of insecurity in Nigeria and Niger State particularly. And let's move to infrastructures. Another key area of my interest that I want to lay more emphasis on is this infrastructure development in Niger State. If we understand it vividly, infrastructure development is a key driver for progress across the state development, a critical enabler for productivity and sustainable economic growth. For Niger State, the need for this adequate infrastructure secure stable energy, efficiency transportation, reliable communication system, regular sanitation, and affordable housing is particularly apparent and need for rehabilitation. So if given the opportunity, I will set a programs for poverty reduction in rural area or indeed for overall rural development. And I will also follow some keys for these infrastructures development. One is good road, transportation networking, connectivity of neighboring states that will enable the farmer to transfer their goods into various states. Let me take example with rural local government. Here we have a particular market, which is Lambata market in rural local government. And this market generates a lot of revenue. And why this revenue has been generated is because of farm products that our villagers are bringing their goods into the market. So, and at times they find it difficult to transport their goods because of the bad road that we have around ourselves. And as you can see, Niger State is a riverine area. Most rivers are surrounding us. And at times during rainy season, a river may break down, which make the farmers stagnant to transport their goods into our local market. So if given the opportunity, I will make sure the construction of roads, bridges are put into consideration, that I will focus on them. And the number two is healthcare facilities. It's part of my infrastructure agenda. I will ensure the development of our hospital, clinic, and I will donate a free drugs to our clinic within the primary health care in our local government. The 25 local government we have in Niger State. I will ensure that I circulate all the clinic with free drugs to enable the poor and the masses have free drugs for themselves. Number three is education. Niger State is one of the states that education is collapsing. Education is falling in Niger State. Go into our various primary schools. You understand that education has not been put into consideration in terms of budget allocation to our local government. So if given the opportunity to be in this position, I will give more priority in education. I will try to see what I can do, checkmating secondary, primary, and tertiary education time to time to ensure education development. And number four is telecommunication. Telecommunication, I will also give much emphasis on it, then rural housing, electricity, and industry. Those are what I will consider in terms of infrastructures in Niger State. I want to tell you people that conclusively in this part, that leadership is not about the government, but it is all about identifying problems, provide solution to them before they become an emergency. To become a successful leader, strategy plan and development skills must be administered. I want to appeal to you all that if given the opportunity, I'm ready to deliver and uplift Niger State to its higher peak in terms of economic development. Then number three in my agenda is youth empowerment. Youth are the leader of tomorrow, and we can see what leaders are doing today in our various community. Leaders or youth are those people that have been using during politicking, but after a political office holder get that office, he tends to forget what the youth had put in place to support him in order for him to be in that seat. And that is the case of Nigeria and Niger State today. And the youth of nowadays, they are very intelligent. They have skills, which in the aspect of youth empowerment, I will support these youth in terms of their skills, the skills that anybody possess. I will call you, you give me what you have, then I will not support you from football, comedy, engaging in talent development and skills training. So all these things is my prime target. If I become the Niger State governor, I will try to see how to go out youth and support them. And in the term of youth empowerment, education is also part of it. Issue scholarship for these youth to go outside and learn. Before America will become the superpower nation today, this is what they have been doing. That is after the First World War. United States of America enter what we call the Great Depression. This depression affect United States of America. But as Woodrow Wilson become the president of United States of America, what he do firstly is to empower youth educationally. He sent many youth to China to go and learn many skills. And when they come back, they use these skills, and that is why we call United States of America as one of the superpower nations in the global.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adamu. You've said a lot regarding to Niger State. Please hold on. I want to ask you a question because when you are coming from Suleja Road, we have three major roads.
Gurara local government. Right? Gurara local government.
I know you are coming from Gurara. The question I'm trying to ask you is that now regarding to insecurity in Niger State, how safe is from someone who is coming from Abuja down to Mina, and someone who is going from Mina down to Bidda, and someone who is from Mina going to Zungeru? How safe is the road? Because I noticed that there is high rate of insecurity in Niger State now. I don't know, but we have banditry, kidnapping, and people are finding it difficult. How do you intend doing that, and how safe is the road, sir? Please, in 1 minute. In 1 minute.
All right. Before we notice in the past administration, you will notice that when you are working towards the Nigeria road, you will go across many securities. But prior to this time, the army, the police has seized these road blockers on the road. And which is why these banditry activities, these banditries, we have access to this our road to kidnap people. You will travel from, as example, from Sileja to Mina without meeting a security checkpoint. Before, it was not like this. And as I said earlier, in my agenda of insecurity, there's a lot of tactics, strategies that I will use to stop these activities, which I will use modern equipment like a satellite that will target an object from far. So Nigeria development is at the peak of this systematic strategy that I'm talking about. So if we have this equipment, I think we can even target an object from far away that are coming to disturb people, to kidnap people in our roadside. So I will brought this modern equipment in our roadside that will be targeting an object from far away, which you'll be sitting in your office and you'll be targeting, you view the object that is coming, and then alarming the security that are in the road that so thing is coming. Thank you, sir. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, now what will be the role? You mentioned technology, which you intend using cameras and other things, but what I feel is you are failing to include the traditional rulers who play a major role regarding to insecurity in Niger State. So what will be their role, and also the role of the, what do they call them? The role of the our religious leaders. The role of religious leaders and the Council of Traditional Rulers in Niger State. What would be their role when regarding to insecurity if given that mandate?
Well, I mentioned it when saying the agenda that we include the traditional leaders, the CSO and NGO. Before in our community, we understand that the traditional leaders are even the one to preside over an issue. Before we don't have a court. Traditional they are the one that arrest issue and discuss on this issue, and as such, they set the community vigilante to be alarming if a stranger is coming. These things are not more on ground. So if given the opportunity, I will give this more power to traditional leaders to still use our audience system in terms of insecurity. Where a stranger is coming, you have to, or we will identify you before we even give you a settlement. But now, I normally take example with Lambata. If you know Lambata has become as a general place. Hardly in a day you will not see many strangers. You will see a trailer will come with these abokis full of trailer, and they will drop them here without investigating what they are coming to do. No one is asking them. And I have been a human rights activist in my NGO. And when you went to police to complain this, they will say, have you seen anybody doing a wrong thing that you are reporting? I used to that. When I saw a stranger that I'm not satisfied with.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Thank you. We've gotten your point on that. However, I want to ask you just a question. You know, you talked about the mineral deposit, solid mineral deposits in Niger State. But
Yes.
When I look at it clearly, of course, we know that when it comes to the Constitution, solid minerals fall under the executive list. So it is actually the prerogative of the federal government to give out mining licenses to people that want to, get these resources. So in a way, while it is in your land, it is now between the federal government to do this. And it has been an issue over time. So I want to hear from you. How do you intend rather to have a working relationship that will benefit Nigerians when it comes to mining licenses in order to harvest or extract these mineral resources? Because most times it ends up being expatriates who come in and then they mine the resources and the people don't even get the impact and they have to deal with the environmental challenges. So what do you expect to do as a governor in that aspect?
Well, when I was making my introduction, you heard me. I say I'm the president supervisory councillor on special duty, and in the local government around here, as example, and there are so many areas that illegal mining has been going on. And in my office as a special duty, I visited all these places, all these camp of illegal mining. And I'm telling you, there was a site that I went there, I saw an excavation. When I asked the manager, he said he's from federal government. And I stopped him that this is my local government. And you cannot come into my local government and start excavating land to get a god or whatsoever without notifying my local government. And the people there are cheated. It is a farmland. And you will understand that before an investor come in or foreigner come in to take your land for a mining, a villager, a village head or a miangwam was given a paper to sign, and he will be given some certain money before he sign this paper. Without signing of this paper, even federal government cannot be able to mine in the local government. So I get to understand that I can stop the illegal mining in my local government, and that is what I did. I stopped them, and I asked them that they should link up with the federal government, Ministry of the local government, the federal government direct, so that we negotiate. If really federal government own this land, and he give an individual license, I can get a license of mining, and I will just go and allocate a land to myself. So if federal government can do this, then why can't him use the local government to collaborate with the local government? If really federal government is doing this, local government must have its own share in this thing. So we stop these mining activities in my local government, and up to now we are still waiting for federal government. And they are no more here again. They left. There are some Chinese men that come. We still go there to stop them. And we say you cannot go to our local government to mine without notifying us. If anything is going on, we should be known. So I understand that local government have a role to play in terms of illegal mining or by federal government. So if this thing, if such thing continue, it means the local government chairman that is on the seat don't know what he's doing. The people in the community don't know what he's doing. That is why they will just come mine in your community and take away the natural resources without any support to the community or the local government. So I hope I answer your question, sir.
Thank you, Ambassador Adamu Haruna. It's been a wonderful presentation from you. Any last word for SRO TV before we move to the next question?
Well, this is the first time I'm having this opportunity. It is my last agenda that maybe it's because of time, which is youth inclusion in politics and decision-making process. I'm a youth, and I saw this politics as a play. I contested for local government council chairman in last election. I did not make it, and I was compensated with this position. And next time I'm not stopping. I will still contest either Niger State Assembly, the chairman, or with any position that come my way, I will contest. So this is a platform that our voice will be heard. And I will also encourage youth to join politics, whatever be the case. Not because of the money, not because of anything. Join politics. I can tell you today that my local government chairman, he participated in the election in the ANPP. He only got 200 votes. And when we went to court, the mandate was taken for an APC and said, give it to the next party that got highest vote. And he was the one that got highest vote. He was at the front, and they called him that, hey, you got a position of local government chairmanship. I urged him. So he's now our local government council chairman. So this is a platform that our voice will be heard, that will be telling ourselves to join politics and be in decision-making process. I am part of the decision-making process in my local government today. There is no any council meeting in my local government that I will not be called upon to decide. So I'm happy to have this a platform that our voice will be heard about politics and other youth activities in the state. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. It's nice having you. Thank you. Do we have any other person, or do we go on a break?
Yeah, I have to play another jingle. We have Alex Dialogue, but I'll have to add him on the news section.
Hooray! The next President Show is here again. Are you aged between 18 and 30, smart, bold, and possess exceptional leadership skills? Do you have what it takes to be the next youth governor and future youth president? Then register free now at superiorradioandtelevision.com or call the number on the screen. The next President reality TV show, moving politics out of the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets.